Democracy versus republic. Is the United States a democracy or a republic? Or is it both? The answer isn't as simple as it seems. This debate has gone on for centuries, but understanding the difference between a democracy and a republic is essential, because the truth is, how you're governed and the freedoms you have depend on it. Let's start with the basics. What is a democracy? What is a republic? And how are they different? In a democracy, the power lies directly with the people. Citizens vote on laws, policies, and decisions themselves. This is called direct democracy. Now, in a republic, citizens elect representatives to make those decisions on their behalf. These representatives operate under a constitution or set of laws that protect individual rights. In short, a democracy is majority rule, while a republic is representative rule within the framework of laws. Simple, right? Not quite. Let's take a trip back in time to see how these systems evolved. In ancient Greece, the city-state of Athens pioneered democracy around 500 BC. Every male citizen could gather, debate, and vote on laws. But it wasn't perfect. Women, slaves, and non-citizens were excluded. Meanwhile, ancient Rome developed the concept of a republic. Citizens voted for representatives like senators and consuls, who were bound by a constitution. This system aimed to prevent any one person from having too much power, like a king. But here's the twist. Both systems eventually collapsed. Athens fell to conquest, and Rome turned into an empire ruled by dictators. So, what went wrong? And what did the founding fathers of the United States learn from their failures? When drafting the Constitution, the founding fathers wanted a system that blended democracy's power of the people with the stability and protections of a republic. Let's break down the philosophical differences. In a democracy, the majority rules. But what happens if the majority decides to take away the rights of the minority? This is what we call the tyranny of the majority. A republic solves this problem by creating a constitution, a higher law that protects individual freedoms, regardless of the majority's opinion. For instance, in the United States, the First Amendment guarantees free speech, even if 99% of people disagree with you. Are democracies and republics really opposites? Here's where things get tricky. Most governments today are a mix of both systems. For example, the United States is a constitutional republic, but it also uses elements of democracy, like electing leaders and passing laws through majority votes. Switzerland, on the other hand, has elements of direct democracy, where citizens vote directly on laws through referendums. The differences between these systems affect everything from how laws are made to how leaders are held accountable. For example, the Electoral College in the U.S. is a feature of a republic, ensuring smaller states have a voice. But it's often criticized for not reflecting the popular vote, a more democratic principle. Meanwhile, in parliamentary systems like the UK, elected representatives play a more direct role, blending democratic representation with Republican protections. Here's a quick myth-busting session. Myth number 1. Democracy means total freedom. Not true. Freedom depends on laws and protections, not just voting. Myth number 2. The U.S. is not a democracy. It is, but it's also a republic. Think of it this way. A democracy is like you and your friends voting on what movie to watch. Majority wins. A republic is like electing one friend to pick the movie, but within a set of rules, like no horror after 10 p.m. So, why does this matter? Understanding the difference between a democracy and a republic helps you participate more effectively in your government. Whether you're voting, running for office, or just engaging in debate, knowledge is power. What do you think? Is one system better than the other? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the ideas that shape our world.